Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So a couple days ago, I saw a GoFundMe. It gathered a lot of national attention. Actually, this girl who was about to throw a big wedding had posted a GoFundMe because she had been talking to her family about selling a guitar that Taylor Swift had signed, and her family like, don't sell it, we're going to put up a GoFundMe. And all of a sudden it went viral, right? So it got a friend of mine and me discussing about stupid things we could put on GoFundMe that would go viral like that. Because at the same time that it's sad, it's kind of funny. It's kind of sad because I sometimes see friends who have genuine GoFundMe needs, right? They have an operation that they need. They had an unexpected death in the family, raise money for a funeral, and many of those don't get the kind of attention that's such a frivolous GoFundMe. And then there's a lot of funny GoFundMes. I mean, just scroll around and you can find all sorts of wackiness on there. It got us talking about what we could put on there that would be attention grabbing and all that, while at the same time being kind of frivolous, right? And it got me thinking about what would one do if they came into a small windfall, right? Not retirement money kind of windfall, but let's say tomorrow something happened and all of a sudden you found yourself with $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. What might you do with the money? And I'll let you just pause the video to think about it. Well, when I was in high school, I used to love to watch the television program Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I had made a friend online. He had a website about this show, and he ended up trying out for the show and got pretty far, actually. And I asked him what he would do if he won $1 million. He was going to college, and before we had talked about him being a millionaire, he had bragged about stealing cable television. This was in the early 2000s when people used to pirate the signal for cable television. And he told me that if he won $1 million, he would stop stealing cable and pay the bill. And that got me laughing because it was honest, but it was funny at the same time. And so the first thing he would do was stop stealing the cable and pay the bill, because I had made fun of him for stealing cable. I remember back in the early 2000s, we had lots of ads on TV about the penalties for being caught stealing cable, and all that. And after he said that, I laughed with him, and then I calculated that because at the time Y2K had just passed, right? And I was kind of too young to enjoy it, and so I calculated that if he won the $1 million, he could keep paying the cable bill until Y3K, and we could go to his apartment to watch the ball drop on Y3K, right? So I gave him a lot of encouragement, and right now, as I asked you guys to continue praying for me because I'm still grappling with long COVID issues. If I hit a small windfall today, I'd probably ease up on a lot of things, right? So for example, I often have a lot of difficulty with work-life balance. I could probably go out to eat more, right? I could network with people more. A lot of times, networking with people doesn't really come cheap, right? I live in Phoenix, Arizona. It's big geographically, right? You got to drive a good distance, and depending on the crowd that you network with, the events could cost a small fortune as well, right? I'd certainly be more open to trying new things as well. But probably the most important thing I would do is it would give me a lot of backup to be myself, right? So a lot of times at my job, I don't speak up for myself because I don't want to rock the boat or whatever the situation is. If I hit a small windfall, I might be more willing to do that, right? Anyways, just some thoughts out there. Basically, I would still be me, but with enhancements, right? It's easy to say that. Obviously, a lot of people who win the lottery probably thought they were going to do that. It may not always turn out, right? So it remains to be seen. Why don't you guys pray for me as I think about what to put on a GoFundMe one day, and we'll see how that goes, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.